Yeah. Very few younger guys there.
The old scooter tramps on the side of the road doing the top end, man.
Been there, done that. Okay, I'm pointing to the circlip on this thing, and there again, we're going to get into shimming this. This is the shift drum mechanism, and they call them pillow blocks. That's what holds that in place.
Oh, what, a pillow block?
Pillow blocks.
Pillow top?
Pillow block.
Pillow blocks is what they call
Pillow
them.
top? Pillow blocks?
Yeah. Okay, here's a picture of the same transmission. We've got the shift drum out of it, and the forks are exposed. Okay? Now, when you pull the shift forks out, I'm going to back up here just one. This rod that runs through these 3 shift forks comes out the trap door. When you pull these shift forks out, take note of where they go because they're different. And I'll guarantee you, if you get them out and get them mixed up, you're going to have the thing back apart 3 or 4 times before you figure out why it won't shift.
Pull them out and slide one and shit up just so it's kicking up.
See? That's how I do it. Alright? We've got a left and a right on the rear, and we've got a forward. You see the difference in the shapes? See that? They're different forks. The thing you want to look for on this shaft is you want to see if there's any scoring or galding or if ridges are built up. What will happen is one of 2 things. You can't shift it or it pops out of gear. Okay? You can't have any play in this stuff. You can't have any score marks. The other thing that you look at is this area right here. What happens if I got scoring down in there?
You won't shift smoothly?
No. It'll shift. I got excessive tolerance between the gear and the fork. What's going to happen?
Pop out of gear.
Pop out of gear. I had one when I was working over at Puerto Madero. About drove me nuts. Come out of a turn, left turn, go from first gear into second gear. I'd have the bike leaned over and it would jump out of gear. The minute I straightened the bike up, everything was fine. We called Harley. They said it was the clutch. They gave us a whole bunch of things that it was. Huh? It's the neck bearings? Yeah. I replaced the bearing without the race, right? Okay. What it turned out to be is I had some wear on the doggone shift fork right here in the pin area. I had some wear here, and that shim that I showed you on the shift drum, that wasn't tight enough either. And everything was within spec. But I had a little here, I had a little there, and I had some here. By the time I added all 3 up, I had just enough play. And it only did it coming out of a left-hand turn.
Just like on the shift drums, we used to get the sandwiches there, like the thermal tools and burrs. They wouldn't, you know, clean them up.
Those old ratchet tops, they didn't use a shift drum. They used a flat plate that had cuts in it. And the trouble is they wear, and you get these doggone divots in them. And you get what they call false neutrals. And if you shift it, you think you were in the deep end. And the only thing you had was neutrals. There again, I'm pointing to wear on a shift fork here. If you see scoring or wear, a lot of times what you'll see is the temperature. Okay? I've seen these things come out bright blue. The guy I worked with at Magna Charger decided to do his own bottom end on his VMAX, and he used so much silicone he managed to block off one of the oil holes to the transmission shaft. These things were the prettiest shade of blue you'd ever seen.
Hot, hot, hot.
Okay, I'm pointing to the pin. Like I say, you check that for wear. All right. The sleeve. Okay, we talked about that.